Hi everyone, my name is Wilson Leung and I'm the director of the Graduate Leadership Institute, and I have here with me today Wincy Lee, who is the Career Education Specialist for the Career and Co-op Center at Ryerson. So Wincy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me, Wilson.
So Wincy, the reason why I asked you here today was to specifically speak on the theme of career and leadership. Now I know you meet many students in terms of providing career education. I want to know from you what you've heard in terms of some themes of whether it's career challenges or anything like that that a student might be going through in terms of preparation for their career.
Sure. I think in my line of work, I see a lot of graduate students who struggle with feeling confident about their expertise. And I think part of that is because in academia, we're trained to be critical of our own work. We're trained to be critical of other people's work, but we don't often pause to reflect on just how much we've accomplished, how much we've learned, how much we know, and finding ways to convey those ideas better to other people. Thought leadership and expertise are really some of the best-selling features, if you will, of graduate students, and I think it's about time we give ourselves that and recognize that. Related to that, a lot of graduate students also need to find a better way to translate their academic knowledge and experience into professional skills and competencies that employers would recognize and understand. Research skills or whatever technical expertise you have, find a way to convey it to a wide audience beyond just people in your own field.
Yes. I like what you said about building confidence, and a lot of times when I have leadership advising sessions with grad students, the topic of personal branding comes up, and I really encourage them to think about, first of all, what are they passionate about? What do they love to do? Then what are their proficiencies? What are they great at? And even to think about, what's the pain point or problem, perhaps the challenge or issue that they're trying to fix or address as well.
Oh, for sure. Critical thinking. Critical thinking and problem solving skills are great assets to have, and they are skills that employers from different sectors would appreciate. I think employers really love working with candidates who can identify a problem or an area for improvement and come up with good, feasible solutions that they can easily implement. The other thing that employers would look for are candidates who can collaborate well and communicate well with other people, particularly with people who are outside their own fields. So developing your communication skills is also very important. During the hiring process itself, something to keep in mind is back to that theme of confidence, right? We need to be able to articulate our own accomplishments confidently in a way that is relevant and specific to the job that we are applying for or to the needs of that particular organization.
I like what you mentioned in terms of some leadership qualities, whether that's critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, or communication. I think these are really essential skills, not just for the career, but any leadership setting that a graduate student might find themselves in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, we've talked about some common challenges, we've talked about some leadership qualities that employers might be looking for. How can a grad student now kind of bridge that gap, and what can they do practically to move forward in terms of preparing for their leadership and career?
Oh, I think I would encourage graduate students to change their mindset a little bit from just thinking about what they were doing or the tasks that they were performing in a particular project or a job to what they have accomplished, how well they were doing those things, and how proud they should be of having done those things. Once you've changed that mindset from what you were doing to how well you were doing those things, you would write better resume, you would write better CV, cover letters, and you will also perform better in interview as well as networking situation. The other, I guess, recommendation that I would have for graduate students would be to start networking. Being a leader in your own field requires that you stay connected with other people. And when we think about networking, it shouldn't just be about getting a job. It should be about building and nurturing relationships that grow over time organically, and it does take time. So it's important that we start networking now rather than say, maybe a few months before we graduate.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great point about networking, and I think it's always important to expand your circles of influence, both for leadership and career as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So Wincy, thank you so much for joining me today and speaking on career education. Really do appreciate your insights today.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And for those of you who are interested to find out more resources, please do check out ryerson.ca/career, where you can find out more resources on career education and also to book an appointment with a career education specialist like Wincy. And I do also encourage you to check out the Graduate Leadership Institute, and you'll find that there are many leadership resources there for you to help you in terms of preparation for your career. So thank you for joining us today, and we will see you again.